guys, Ethan here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys one of the best trading methods right now on FIFA 19 with which you can make around 1,000 coins every single minute. It's as simple as that, and if you use this method effectively over the next couple of days and weeks, you can make hundreds of thousands of coins. So I really would recommend it. Hope you guys do enjoy. Leave a like, let's try and smash 300 on this video. I know we can do it, and also if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's go on into it. So to use this method effectively, you're going to want to have around 5,000 coins or more. Obviously, the more coins you have, the easier it's going to be to use the method, but as long as you've got a couple of thousand coins, you should still be able to make plenty of profit. I'd also recommend using this method on your console as opposed to the web app, as it's going to be a lot harder to get deals if you're using it on your computer. But without further ado, let's go on into it. We're going to be trading with camera styles, and in particular the three most expensive ones, which are Shadow, Catalyst and Hunter. Now you will see these cards go for a lot just on their own. Hunter goes for about 3 to 4k, Catalyst for about 1 to 2k, and then Shadow for around 3,000 coins. Now you can get those cards on their own for quite a high price, but if you look on the market, you will actually find players with these camera styles applied for a fair amount cheaper. So 2.4k right now is the cheapest price on the market for a card in Hunter, and that is a Jermaine Defoe, and you can either bid on these cards or you can snipe them. So given the lowest buy now for a card in Hunter on the market is 2.4k, you want to undercut by a couple of hundred coins, so I've gone to 2.2k, ensuring I'll make a decent amount of profit even with the EA tax taken into account. And then all you want to do is just decrease your maximum price of this, and you can snipe cards very easily. Alternatively, you can just go to the page where you've got 1 or 2 cards on the market like this, and you can press X or whatever the button is on your console to compare price and back, and that way you can refresh the pages. And I actually personally prefer this way of sniping, although it's a tiny bit slower, just because you don't really expend as much effort. You're just pressing 2 buttons. It's a little bit simpler, and also I find I get kicked off the market and market banned a lot less using this way of sniping, which definitely makes it a lot easier. And we actually missed out on a Mikel Antonio there for 950 coins. I could easily sell that card for about 3k, and that would have been 2,000 coins profit, and you've seen just how quickly that card came up. I've only been sniping for literally just a couple of searches, so that goes to show a lot of cards do come up with this method. But you can either try and snipe cards like this, or alternatively you can actually go ahead and bid on them, and it's very similar. All you want to do is just set your maximum price to, again, a couple of hundred coins cheaper than the next lowest by now, so 2.2k in this case here, and then you can just go through and you can bid on these cards. It really is as simple as that. So Alexandra Pato is a player I'm bidding on right here, but let's go with an example, someone like Dembele right now. So you want to add any deals that you think could be good to your transfer targets. What I would recommend personally doing is opening up your web app on maybe your PC, your laptop, even the companion app on your phone, and that way you can look up player prices with a different account, and it means you're not going to have to back out. But if you aren't doing that, I'm not, as I'm recording a video right now, I'm just going to look up the players on my console like this. All you want to do is just look up that specific player, so in this case Moussa Dembele, and find out what they're going for in the Hunter camera style. So they're normally going to be going for a lot of coins. 3.7k is the lowest, so I could bid on this card here, try and get him for anything under about maybe 3.2 or something, and if I get him for that, I can sell him for some nice profit. So this is how you bid on cards. You can bid on cards quite effectively on the web app, but I really would, as I said, recommend staying away from sniping if you're on the web app. You can obviously do this with all these other camera styles. Personally, Hunter works the best, followed by Shadow and then Catalyst. That is the order of how expensive they are. But I mean, I'll show you guys quickly with Shadow. Players are going for a little bit less, I believe around about 1.5, maybe 1.6k right here. So you've got a couple of cards on the market. Now, I would recommend staying away from forwards with the Shadow camera style, for example, because no one's really going to look up a striker with Shadow because it boosts their defending up. They're going to look for something like Hunter. Likewise, don't really look for defenders with the Hunter camera style applied. No one really looks them in those positions. So you want to try and get strikers and forwards with Catalyst and Hunter, and defenders with Shadow as a general rule of thumb. But I mean, as you guys can see, you've got a few players here that you can try and snipe. I'm actually going to try and get maybe 5 or 6 deals throughout this video. I'll get a couple on bid, a couple on buy now, to show you guys just how effectively the method works. I've just managed to pick up the first deal of the video, and it's a troop emoting for 2.3k. I was actually just checking the price of seeing if there were any other players maybe on the market, and this card popped up literally first search, and I'm not 100% sure really what he sells for, so I will quickly look him up. If you get any players like this you're not really sure, just send them over to your transfer list and find out what they sell for. So as you guys can see, the lowest buy now right now on the market is 4.4k, so I can actually list up the card I got for 2.3 for maybe 4,000 coins, and that is going to make me really good profit. We're looking at around 1,500 coins after EA tax. A quick tip with this trading method is to list any players you pick up for one day, as it just gives them a much higher likelihood of selling on. Normally, not everyone looks for players with camera styles applied, just because a lot of people don't really take them into consideration. However, if someone does want to get a troop emoting on the market, with this camera style applied, there are 2 other cards, and I've got the cheapest one on the market. So if someone wants to get this card within the next day, they're going to go for mine and it will sell on. So always make sure you list them for one day. It just gives them a much higher likelihood of selling on and therefore making you profit. I've just picked up an Alisson player for 2.2k, and it's the first proper snipe deal of the video, as I accidentally picked up that Choupo-Moting because Defoe had sold. So I was trying to find out the lowest buy now for cards on the market, and first search that Choupo-Moting came up. But as you guys can see, we got a player for 2.2k. The next lowest buy now for any cards in Hunter is 2.5 with this Raul Jimenez on the market. But I'm going to quickly check what player sells for, and hopefully we can make some good profit. So the lowest buy now right now on the market is, as you guys can see, 3.9k, and having picked that card up for 2.2, we can easily sell it on for around 1,500 coins profit. Simple as that. You guys have seen we've got 2 cards so far, and we're looking at making around 3,000 coins between them. Very, very easy profit. So I'm listing player up for 3.8k. I'd always recommend undercutting the next lowest buy now on the market by at least 100 to 200 coins. And as I already mentioned, list the cards up for one day. As I was listing player up, Raul Jimenez evidently sold on, as now the lowest buy now on the market is 2.6k. So these cards are gradually rising in price as I'm recording this video. And that's great for me because that means that even more cards can now get listed up and we can make even more profit. We've also just managed to pick up the Moussa Dembele I was bidding on earlier on, and we got him for 2.2k. And if you bear in mind the lowest buy now on the market for any card in Hunter right now is 2.6k, that is an unbelievable deal, and I'm just going to list him up straight up on the market now for 3.5k. You guys saw the lowest buy now was, I believe, 3.7, so we're going to make around 1,200 coins profit after EA tax. I just missed out on a Mikel Antonio. I think that's the first player I've not picked up from sniping. I've got 2 so far, obviously one on bid as well. I missed out on this one, but 1.5k, that is crazy cheap for such a good card. Playing in the Premier League as well, I expect he'd have sold for around 3.5 to 4,000 coins, making me a ton of profit. But you win some, you lose some. You don't get all the cards, but even if you only get maybe 2 or 3 out of 10, you still make yourself loads of profit. That's why this method is so good, because every player you get makes you a few thousand coins. I just missed out on another Antonio right here for, again, 1.5k. Just got listed up there. I mean, I don't know who's listing these Antonios up super cheap, but that was another absolute steal on the market. Could have made myself, again, a few thousand coins. So we missed out on 2 of them. I really wasn't expecting that. At first, I didn't try and snipe him just because I thought it was a glitch where the card that was previously on the market just stayed there, which you guys will probably know about. It's quite annoying, that glitch, but sometimes that happens. And then I realised he'd just been listed up. He only had 1 second. Like on the market, it said 59 minutes, 59 seconds. So missed out on another one. I don't know who's listing up all the cheap Antonios, but we're going to stick at it. I'm going to try and get one more deal in Hunter, and then I'll try and get one in Shadow and one in Catalyst as well. Just to finish off the video tree, you guys, you can use whichever camera style you want and still make loads and loads of coins. I just picked up a Rebic for 2.6k, and I didn't fully mean to buy him, but as soon as I saw him pop up, I instantly sniped him. So we've got him. Let's see what he sells for. So as you guys can see right now, Rebic has got a couple of cards listed for over 3,000 coins, and then one for 2.8, which was just listed up a couple of minutes ago, and then he's got one here for 3k. Now what I could do is list him for maybe 2.9 or 3,000 coins, and that would make me a couple of 100 coins profit, and would probably sell quite quickly. Or alternatively, I could list him for maybe 3.5 or 3.4k, make more profit, but it may take a day or 2 for him to sell. Now, as I said, I didn't fully mean to actually pick Rebic up. As soon as I saw him pop up on the market, I just sniped him as a matter of kind of instinct, and then I instantly saw that he was going for 2.6k, and there were a couple of other cards for that price, so it wasn't an amazing deal in hindsight. However, still, regardless of that, I can list him up for profit, because with this method, the thing is, any card you get is going to be the cheapest on the market with that camera style applied, so you should be able to list up theoretically anyone you get and make profit on them. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'll list him for a quick sale for maybe 2.9k, and I'll make about 200 coins profit after tax. Nothing huge, but as I said, I didn't mean to pick him up. Probably was a bit of a mistake. So I've just gone back onto the market because I want to end it on a high note by getting myself one final deal in Hunter that will make me a good amount of profit. Rebic isn't exactly what I'm looking for, as a Sacco just comes up here for 2.4k, and I want to get a player that makes me a few thousand coins profit. But on the subject of sniping cards in Hunter, we've got 2 cards right here that I wouldn't recommend picking up, despite them being quite cheap on the market. 2 reasons right here. Sacco, he's a defender. No one's looking for him in Hunter. I've already covered that. But also someone like Andre Silva that just doesn't really have a good card that anyone's really going to use. I mean, you've got so many better options in terms of strikers for both Portugal and in La Liga. No one's really going to be looking for cards like that. Likewise with this bronze card, 2.5k. No one's really going to be buying those types of cards. So if you see any of these types of players here, maybe a player out of position, as I completely mess up with sniping that Trigueros, that would have made me at least 1,000 coins profit, which is annoying. Just don't pick up these cards, even if you see them a couple hundred coins cheaper. If they play in a bad league, maybe, if they're a bronze player or a silver player that doesn't have that good stats, just don't really bother picking them up. Just something I thought I'd bring up, as I hadn't really mentioned it in the video. And yeah, we're going to try and get one final deal in Hunter that hopefully makes me some good profit, and then I'll try and get one deal in Shadow and one in Catalyst as well. So I've just got an Alex Teixeira for 2.5k, and I know I said I want to end it on a big note that will make me a lot of profit. Alex Teixeira might be there. I know he's there for 2.5k. He's not a super cheap player, but as he is a really good player, I think he may sell for a bit. So it turns out Teixeira's lowest by now is 4.1k, meaning I can sell him for about 1,500 coins profit, and that's exactly what I want. I'm actually bidding on here for 2.6k. I just saw it there on the market when I looked him up, so I'm going to bid on that and try and get that quite cheaply. But I'm going to make some good profit on this Teixeira here. And I guess this just shows that you need to have a little bit of knowledge of the market, which you get just by trading and playing the game, really, because we've seen a few players come up for 2.5k, like Sacco and Andre Silva, that I didn't bother picking up. But when I saw someone like Teixeira come up, I bought him and I can make profit on him. I guess you just want to look out for players who play in good leagues and nations and just have good stats. I mean, if a player would be good with a Hunter Kemmerer style, if it's a popular player, they will most likely sell for quite a lot of coins, and that's exactly what we've got here with Teixeira. Final deal in Hunter, and we're making about 1.5k profit. So heading over to the Shadow Kemmerer style, the lowest by now is 1.4k right now on the market, so obviously we're looking for players for 1.4k or below. One of the main reasons I actually really like this method of sniping with compare price and back is just the fact that you see more players come up on the market. If you're undercutting by 200 coins and then sniping, you're going to miss out on players listed for 1.3 and 1.4k. And yes, it may be an average player that wouldn't be a good deal, but you could also see a really good player listed up super cheaply with that Kemmerer style applied. So it gives you more options to potentially get players that can make you more profits. You're going to maximize your profit, and it's an easier way of sniping, and you get kicked off the market less, which means you spend more time trading. So it's a win-win situation. I really would recommend trying this compare price and back sniping method. It's really easy, and it just works really well. Literally just a couple of searches later, I've got myself a Sacco for 900 coins in the Shadow Kemmerer style, and that is exactly what you'd want for him, because he's quite slow, so it's going to boost that pace up and make him quite a usable defender. Now, I'm not fully sure what he'll sell for, just because he doesn't play in like the most desirable of teams. Crystal Palace is not one of the teams people really go for in terms of the Premier League on Ultimate Team, and he's not the quickest of players, but he'll still sell for a little bit of profit, so it's not too bad. Right now, the lowest by now is 2.2k. You've got ones listed anywhere from 2 up to about 4k. There's ones here for 2.5 and 2.9. This one hasn't sold for 2.2, so I might list him for around 2,000 coins, but that's still going to make me a couple hundred coins profit after tax, and that's not too bad at all. So I actually hadn't realized how cheaply I got Sacco. 900 coins is a mad deal, so I listed him for 1.9, and that's going to give him a much higher likelihood of selling on. It means I can undercut more and still make about 1,000 coins profit. And this leads me on to another quick tip. I know I said you can list cards for longer. Another one is listing cards for either something 0.4k or something 0.9k, like I've done here. Now, it's quite similar to what a lot of shops do by selling things for 99p or something 99. It just gives them a high likelihood of selling, because mentally in people's heads, something for 1.9k looks a lot cheaper than something for 2k, even though it's only a 100 coin difference. It may be quite hard to explain, but just do it. If you list cards for these types of prices, they just appear cheaper and more people buy them. It's something that I've realized by doing this method for a long time, so try it out and you can sell cards quicker. So we're going to finish the video off by getting a deal in Catalyst. Now, right now, the lowest by now is 900 coins. We've just got some non-rares here, all from the Premier League. And if you are going to try and snipe with any of these Kemmerer styles, Catalyst is the one I would least recommend, just because cards are a lot cheaper. So generally, you're not going to make as much profit on players in Catalyst, and also it's the least desirable of all three Kemmerer styles. No one really wants to boost up the pace that much. I mean, we got a deal there for 500 coins, and I'll take that. I can list that for 900, around that, and make a couple hundred coins very easily, and that took me seconds to get. But I just think that when you're trading with these types of cards in Catalyst, it just isn't really as effective as Hunter and Shadow. Those cards are more expensive, more desirable, they sell quicker, they sell for more. And in Catalyst, no one is really going to look up like a Madison in Catalyst, because no one really uses people like Madison anyway. You're generally just getting non-rares with this the Catalyst method, so less effective. I mean, I'm not going to look him up just because I doubt there's any on the market, and who's really going to look him up in Catalyst anyway, but I can still sell him there. He'll be the cheapest on the market, and I'll make around 350 coins after tax. It's not bad, but as I said, try and stay away from Catalyst, as on the whole, you can make more coins with Shadow and Hunter. So it's been about half an hour or so since I first listed these players up, and as you guys can see, every single one of them has now sold on, which is one of the perks of this method. Since you're trading with very popular camera styles, everyone wants these types of players, so they do sell really quickly. And in total, I've made myself around 8,000 coins profit. And I'd say I spent about 10 minutes actually trading. Obviously, I was talking about the method lots, giving you guys tips and all that. But in terms of time on the market, no longer than 10 minutes, I'd say. And I got 7 players in total, 6 of which were snipes. And then I got Dembele right here on an open bid. If you guys combine both methods, you can bid on about 20 or 30 players. And as you wait for those bids to expire, you can snipe players. And that way you maximize your profit and you can make thousands and thousands of coins so easily. But right here, we made ourselves around 1,000 coins every minute or so using the method, and I probably missed out on easily the same amount of players that I picked up. I got 6 snipe deals. I probably missed out on 6 or 7 as well. I showed you guys a few of them. I think there were 2 Antonios, and there were plenty of other players that I missed out on. Had I been a little bit quicker or maybe a little bit luckier and got some more of those, obviously I'd be looking at making even more profits. So if you guys are really good, maybe you have really quick internet, you're just crazy good at sniping, you can easily make about 15 to 20k in 10 minutes with this method. It really is that easy. Just pick whichever camera style works the best for you. For me it's Hunter, but you guys may find more deals with Shadow, for example. Probably not with Catalyst, but generally Shadow and Hunter are the 2 best. You can try sniping, bidding, a mixture of the 2. But I mean, just try this method out. You'll make so many coins. Just to run over all the players, Sacco, 900 coins is what we got him for. Sold him for 1.9k, so about 1,000 coins on him. Player we got for, I believe, 2.2k, so we're making about 1.5k on him. Texera, I believe we got him for 2.5, so we're making about 1.5k on him. Rebic we got for 2.6, so about 250, maybe 200 coins profit on him. Not the best of deals there, but I did, as I said, when I actually got him, I got him by accident, didn't mean to pick him up. True Promoting, I believe we got him for 2.3k and sold him for 4k, so we're making around 1.5k on him as well. Dembele we got for 2.2, sold him for 3.5, and that is about 1.2k profit after tax. And then finally Madison cost me 500, listed him for 900, quick sale there, making me around 350 coins profit after EA tax. So that is all the proof you guys hopefully need of how effectively this method works. Whenever I do these trading methods with a certain amount of coins in the title that you can make, let's say in a day or an hour or a minute in this case, people always seem to complain and say it's clickbait and you just can't do that. But as I've shown you here, you can do that. You can easily make really good amounts of coins in short amounts of time using one of the best methods on the game. So I really do hope you guys did enjoy. If you have used this method, let me know down below. If you've got any questions as well, let me know. And I mean, some of you guys may be on the web app, maybe not be able to do this. If you're on PlayStation, the prices may be different, but I'm on Xbox. And on Xbox One right now, this is a very good method. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you later. Take care.